Mainly on the farm. We can't muck, ideally with air brakes, or leave a comment what sort of trailer we should go for. What do you think? Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. What's been going on? Well, today it's raining, chucking it down again, on and off. It's gone cold, very cold again. So I'm in the shed here and I've got this Milwaukee grease gun. I'm just greasing up the Manitou, which I haven't done for a while around all of the points. And something else as well, I wanted to talk to you guys about some more news. Manitou's put 2 points at the top here, so you don't have to get down underneath there. You don't have to get covered in soil, grit in your face and in your eyes. You've got the 2 nipples at the top here, which I think is a really good idea. So for the floor the other day with the cup links, I think this makes up for it. If you have a look here, that's the grease which has just gone in the axle, the top and bottom. So it is a handy idea, that. I was looking for a place today actually which was out of the rain where I could talk to you guys about this dilemma I'm in. So recent Clover's on the what do you want? You're right. You have your dinner. She's asking for a dinner to come in the Manitou. Yeah. So, as I'm sure a lot of you guys will know, yesterday or the day before, when we were in Cambridge and we went to see the Massey Ferguson 135, went to see an update on that. Had a great time with Gavin, and Gavin is getting on now with the 135 and with the restoration, and it's coming along nicely. I hope it will be done by sort of mid to late summer this year. It would be lovely to have it back for autumn time, but that's in the works. I'll give you guys another update on that in the next coming weeks, or perhaps the next month. Also, as well, at the start of the last video, I saw a Richard Weston dump trailer on the move on that road, which was on the way to Ely, and it was a 16-ton Richard Weston dump trailer, and I really liked it so much that because I was speaking to Angus about a new build on a Richard Weston trailer, I had a word with Richard Weston and I said, would it be possible at all to build a 14-ton trailer, but as a dump trailer, if we could have a ducktail on the back, or an agri dump back if you like, because mainly on the farm we can't muck, we can't chip, rubble, soil, and to have something which I could cart pretty much most rough materials with, if you like, would be great. I feel that a lovely grain trailer would kind of be ruined a bit on this farm, especially with the muck and with soil and with hogget. So I need a trailer which is going to be quite rough and ready, and it's going to be quite durable to last through the years. So I had a look at a couple of companies to try and find a dump trailer, because it seems to me as though the majority of trailer manufacturers now don't build dump trailers, and Richard Weston said back to me that they sadly now just don't have the demand for the dump trailers and they're not making them anymore, which is quite sad. But I've got to move on and find a company who will manufacture and make an agricultural dump trailer which has got a large cubic capacity, so I can carry a lot of muck, but also I could carry soil, hogget, aggregates around the farm, because we've got a number of projects which we want to get going in the next couple of years, and the dump trailer is going to be a key part of that. So a dump trailer with a large capacity and with also a strong floor, perhaps a hard ox floor, so it could take a beating over the years. And there's a couple of companies I've come up with. So I got in touch with a company called Bailey Trailers, which is the biggest trailer manufacturer here in the UK. We're just talking about a dump trailer with them at the moment. I just asked them about what they make and what they manufacture, and then I also have been speaking to, or having a look at, AW Trailers. They also make, I believe, on their website it advertises that they make dump trailers as well. And then there's another company which I know a bit about, because when I used to go to agricultural college in Essex, there was a manufacturer down there called HM Trailers just near Writtle where I studied, and I actually had a look on HM Trailers website this morning, and there was a lovely dump trailer I found on there which they manufacture, and it looks like it might be a HM trailer which we could have built, and I'd love to have it built with the hard ox floor, around about 12 to 14 tons, ideally with air brakes or hydraulic brakes. If we've got a long journey, we'll put the air brakes in. If it's a short journey, we'll leave it with the hydraulics in. And some wide flotation tyres would be good for the mud in the winter. and maybe in a special colour, in a special livery. I was thinking perhaps in a blue colour, or maybe a special yellow, because I think yellow suits a dump trailer for some reason. So maybe a yellow 12-ton HM trailer with flotation tyres, about 12 or 14 tons. And the advantage of a dump trailer is you've only got one hydraulic pipe to plug in. You've also as well got minimal maintenance because you haven't got a tailboard to worry about, hydraulic cylinders going over the years. And also as well, you can tip your muck quite a bit higher. You can dump a pile with a dump trailer and then you can drop another pile on top of that pile because they tip so high compared to the lower grain conventional trailers, if you like. So that's the idea anyway, and I'd love to get this build going and perhaps do something with HM trailers in a yellow colour, perhaps with some silver wheels or something like that. And yeah, it's going to be a trailer we're going to buy, and it will be a long-term keeper trailer, so it's going to be around the farm for many years. And I'm hoping that if we keep it clean and wash it out regularly, it will last through the years. Because one of the problems with having muck on the farm and having a muck trailer is that over time they rot out. So if we could keep it clean, if we could keep it relatively tidy once we've been muck carting, that's going to make it last a lot longer. And also having a hard ox floor, which is a hard wearing floor, is going to make a big difference. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And let me know what you think. Drop a comment in today's video what sort of dump trailer we should have a look at and what would be a good idea to go for. And if you know of any trailer manufacturers who still manufacture an agri dump trailer, not the construction type, but a large capacity dump trailer which has got air brakes, hydraulic brakes and flotation tyres, because that would be fantastic. They used to make a lot of them in Norfolk. There used to be a company called Bunnings, GT Bunnings would make them. There was also a famous, the Richard Weston dump trailers, they were very nicely made as well. And then Bailey, of course, have always made dump trailers. And then Gull trailers, I believe there used to be Gull dump trailers, Griffiths dump trailers. There used to be a lot more, but as the farms have gotten bigger and bigger nowadays, there's been less demand for the dump trailers. So it's kind of a specialist trailer I'm after, really, a rare trailer which isn't really made anymore, except from HM trailers and AW trailers. There's a couple of manufacturers out there still making them. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Leave a comment what sort of trailer we should go for. What do you think? What sort of colour? Do you think yellow is a good colour for the dump trailer? Do you think maybe a blue colour would be better? Or the HM green? I do like the look of the HM green, but to me it's just a bit too Merlot. I'd love to have something and it matches the fodder wheat bucket. I'd love to have something which is a colour we haven't got. That would be quite nice to have some multi-coloured machinery. So yeah, maybe a yellowy colour JCB. HM do a lovely yellow on one of their trailers, which I believe they call HM Yellow or something like that. So that would be quite cool. And also as well, this year in 2021, I'd love to sort the rest of this machinery shed out, which we're sitting in now. It's it's turned around quite a lot since we came in here with the New Holland telehandler and really cleaned it all out. Scraped all of the edges up. We've still got a lot of work to do with the ground. We need to make a better surface. We were talking the other day about perhaps having some livestock in here. Later on this year, going into winter, I'd like to buy some more Belgian blue calves of my own, but I'd like to buy a lot more this year. Maybe looking at 30 calves or 50, between 30 and 50 calves, and they're going to cost a lot of money. They're probably about £400 each, and if I wanted to buy 50, that's about £20,000. And they cost a lot to feed. I've been working out my feed cost and how much it's going to cost me to keep them fed and to turn them around, because last year's batch has done really well. They're actually out now at the Broads National Park, and I'll show you how they're getting on down there when we get some decent weather. So it is all coming along. Farming is something, as I always say, you've got to really enjoy it to keep doing it, if that makes sense. You can't be in farming for the money, you've got to be in it for the lifestyle. And I've seen recently some of my friends have been investing in nice cars, watches, and maybe a house or something like that. But I'd like to put some of my money into farming, such as livestock, classic tractors, because I think they're going to hold their value, and perhaps as well some sort of renewable energy or tourism enterprise. I think that's a wiser thing to do at the moment than, there's all these distractions nowadays. There's all the glitter and the razzmatazz, which can distract you nowadays. So I do try and be very careful with my money. I know it seems like I go out and buy a lot of equipment and machinery. A lot of the equipment is for life. It's a long, all this equipment is, including this Manitou, we're hoping on keeping it for a long time. All of this equipment, the bucket, the side squeeze, the pottinger, the man cage, everything, the machio mower, the tanke wrapper, which is around here somewhere as well, pallet tines, the Marshall feed trailer, the KW bucket, it's all long-term keeper equipment, and we haven't had any decent equipment really growing up. Growing up, my dad had a Zeta tractor, and I'm doing a new series as well, by the way, which is going to be an affordable tractor series, because it took us a long time to get to a John Deere, and now that we've finally got a John Deere, it's nice to have a strong, well-made tractor, but it's also nice to look at some more affordable options as well. If you haven't got the budget for a John Deere and you want to buy something which is going to be reliable and practical and affordable, which, to be fair, for our second tractor in the future, a baby one for going on the wrapper, for scraping out the yard, for doing little jobs, we'll get something more affordable which can do all of those jobs. And then the main tractor is probably still going to be a John Deere for a bit. And yeah, try and spend your money, if you are in farming, try and invest it in things which will hopefully hold value or increase in value. Cattle don't make a lot of money really nowadays unless you know what you're doing, but they are always a bank. My dad's always told me that as long as you've got 20-30 cattle, you can always, if anything ever goes wrong, or if you need a little bit of money to perhaps put a deposit down on a house, whatever it may be, you can always sell those 10-20 cattle and you've got some money to do something with. And we used to have a large 200 commercial herd of suckler cattle, Hereford crosses, and my dad actually sold them probably about 10-15 years ago now, to help buy this farm here. So cattle can get you places, even if they don't make a huge amount of money. And you got to do it because you love it, not just doing it for the sake of doing it. So yeah, that's what's going on. I hope it was a bit of an update, and let me know about a dump trailer. I'm really keen. I'm really keen. It's going to be the main trailer on the farm, and it is sad about that we can't get the Richard Weston, but Angus and I get on really well from Richard Weston, and Angus completely understands. Richard Weston's going in one direction, and this farm's going in another direction now. So yeah, it is what it is, and we can still do things with Richard Weston muck spreaders, bale trailers, and all that sort of equipment as well. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I'm not going to shut this Manitou up. Clover's running around waiting for her dinner, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll start maybe putting a plan together for this trailer. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.